Hello, I'm SHAREfactory and welcome back to another Minecraft Survival video. In today's video, we're on episode 20 of our Minecraft Survival series. In the last episode, if you remember, we went and explored an ocean monument and gained sponges and gold from that. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is expanding on last video, and we're actually going to be, I guess you could say, I don't know, terraforming, or not terraforming, more renovating the ocean monument to make it a livable base. So what I have is lots of glass and lava. This is fuel for a furnace because we have sponges now, and we're going to use those to try and clear the water out of the ocean monument and turn it into a livable base. So that's at least the goal for the episode today. It might be a little far-fetched, but we're going to do our best. So I'm going to head over to the ocean monument and we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm back here. We're out at our little base here by the ocean monument. So I have our sponges, and now we can head out to the ocean monument and get started with terraforming, or I guess renovating, as we're going to call it. So pretty much what I had in mind is there's the entryway, and we can surround that with glass, and then drain it out with the sponges, and then once we do that, we can start draining out the rest of the ocean monument. Oh, and it looks like I have a little torch floating up here. Oh, it must have been from the platform, yeah. But anyway, so this little entryway here, I thought we could surround with glass. It looks like there are some guardians respawning, so I'll have to take them out so they don't bother us while we're building. Oh, excuse me. Let's get these guys. So I think these guardians, they do respawn, unfortunately, but that is okay because we can always use them to get the resources for the ocean lamps or sea lanterns, whatever they're called. So let's take these guys out, and then we'll get started with this little glass casing. So let's start it. Let me grab some glass. I might need to go back for more glass, but let's start it here, and we'll run it across. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is like outline this oh, I actually don't want it there. We're gonna outline this little pillar though and do glass around this, and then we'll drain it out so that we can, I guess we can breathe, but we can not have water in there, so it's a little easier to move around and do stuff on the inside. So let's start this little glass case off, and I'll get done with the rest. I'm pretty sure I might have to go back for more glass, but that's okay because we live next to two deserts, so glass and sand in general is in abundance. So real quick, I'll just show you on another layer what I have in mind here. So let's just do this, like kind of just tracing the pillars that are already there, and oh, looks like we got a drowned after us. There we go. Okay, take care of that guy. But we're already tracing the pillars that are already there, but with glass so that we can drain it out, but still have a cool view of the surrounding area. So let's finish off this layer, and then I'll get the rest done, and we'll start draining this area out. So I'm going to get started on that. Alright, so I'm back from that whole glass placing experience. So it took a lot more glass than I expected, but we finally have it done, and then I've also placed an entryway here, so when we clear out the water, this should not start filling up with water again, so we should have a safe way to get in and out. So I have the kind of just a little area set up here, so we can start clearing this out with the sponges. So we probably want to start at the top and then work our way down. Yeah, because if we do it at the bottom, it'll just start filling in again. So let's see, and then we're gonna have to dry it out every time we use it, unfortunately, but we will get done with this eventually. It's kind of a little unfortunate we only have 3 sponges, but that's okay. So there we go, that's already most of the top layer done, and then we might have to use cobblestone to try and separate these areas into different areas that we can use the sponges to clear. So I actually have a little cobblestone. I guess we won't need our fireworks right now. So let's get these, let's like mark off an area. So if we do a pillar of cobblestone, I think it'll make it a little easier to clear out this, at least this first area. The rest of the ocean monument shouldn't be as hard because it's separated into rooms, but we'll see how it goes. So then if we, actually let me go on the other side. If we come up here now, and then, yeah. Oh, that didn't clear. It went back in. I think we might need to go up one more block before we do this, and then clear it out so that the water won't just flow back in. I think that's what we need to do. So let's do that. Like this, and then if we come in here, we can safely do it, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. That's what we want to happen. So I'm gonna get to doing this. I'll try and clear out this first area, and I'll come back with an update of how that's going. So I'm gonna get started on that. Alright, so I am back. I've cleared out the first area, and I've gotten a start on into the actual structure itself. So I'll show you what I did to clear out this structure. Is I followed the thing we did the first time, where we just pillared across, but I had to make these other pillars to try and help me use the sponges, because the water kept wanting to flow back in on itself. So it's kind of difficult, but if you can do these pillars like this, it kind of helps it to not flow back in. So yeah, if you're gonna do this project, I recommend using this pillar idea. But one other unfortunate thing I noticed is that when we're not in the water, the conduit doesn't actually take effect on us. So I mean, I guess we won't need it if we don't have any water in here, but I kind of did like the night vision just to see outside, but we'll have to do without it. So let's just clear out these pillars, and then we can take a look at what we have to do for work on the inside of the actual structure, which I started to clear out. And I think what we should do, or what I think would work best, is if we did like a layer at a time. So like if we cleared out one layer and then we just move up, because there's either 3 or 4 layers to the structure. I guess if you include the little top room. So we're on the very bottom layer right now. Like there's no other floors beneath us. So I think if we just clear out this layer, then we can start working upwards. I think that would work best. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. So we'll get a start on that, and we'll see how much work we can get done. So there's this cleared out. So this is a good area to work from now. We actually have a safe area to stay, and then there's the conduit. But so yeah, let's take a look at what we got. I dried out the sponges again. So I kind of started to clear out this area. Without the conduit effect though, it gets quite dark in here. So let's just start with like this room over here, and we can see what we got. So this room is kind of a smaller room, so this should be a little easier to clear out. So yeah, let's just put a sponge there, and up there, and then probably there. There we go. That's a lot of progress. So this is pretty much primarily what I've been doing to clear out all the water. So I'm going to get a start on this first layer, and we'll see how much we can get done clearing out this bottom floor of the structure. So I'm going to get started on that. Alright, so I'm back. I've cleared out, I believe, all of the first floor except for this large middle area, which has actually been quite a challenge to clear out. I'm going to have to build quite a few of these pillars. But other than that, I've got the entire first floor cleared out, including those 2 rooms back there. Except they do have this room flowing into them. But once we have this cleared, that will be the whole first floor. I'll show you some of the other rooms that we've cleared out. Just all these rooms. There's the main entrance, this room, and then back here. I've blocked off all the entries to the second floor, so that water wouldn't run down here. So I've kind of separated the floors, which makes it a little easier. But then this room is just a very challenging room. I've actually moved the furnace in here to make it a little easier to do this, so I don't have to keep running back and forth. So I'm going to start clearing out this room. I'm also going to get a start on the second floor, and I'll come back with a progress update. So I'm going to get started on that. Okay, so I'm back just for a quick progress update on how this water clearing is going. I finally have finished this large central room area. Have the whole thing cleared out. It's finally cleared out. It took quite a while and a lot of scaffolding, but I've cleared out all the scaffolding, and it's totally clear of water. So now the first floor and probably about half the second floor are completely done, because this room makes up quite a large portion of the second floor, as well as the first floor. So I'm gonna get started on the second floor, and I'm gonna come back to you when I've hopefully made at least a dent into the second floor. So let's get started on that. Okay, so I'm back after quite a while of just placing sponges and then drying them out. I think I finally got the entire monument cleared out. Oh, this is a lot larger of a structure than I thought when first taking on this project. So I guess we'll start. We're just going to do an overlook of the structure, and then in the next video maybe we'll get started on actually making it a base. So let's start with the ground floor. So of course we have this area that we built in the start of the video just as a little entryway, I guess, to the structure. So that whole structure isn't actually connected fully. I had to break through to get to the very top. So let's start with the bottom floor. There's this room that doesn't lead to anything. And then there's another room that branches off from the side. This room as well leads to only the top, or the second floor. So there's not really that much of the first floor, I guess, to say. So then if we keep going this way, this leads to the second floor, but then this also leads into this large second area. So this is the entire first floor. We have just a couple small rooms here and there, but the first floor isn't actually as big. The second floor is huge. I'll show you. It has a huge corridor type area that was quite a pain to clear out, actually. So that's the entire first floor. I'll show you the second floor now. So if we go up here, there's just a few little rooms here and there. So you can definitely tell though that this structure was meant to be built underwater, because there's like a lot of up and downs that I need to build stairs or ladders for now. So we're gonna have to do quite a bit of changing, I guess, the inside layout of the structure to make it livable. So then let's see. The only other way to go is up here, and this leads to the rest of the second floor. So this is just a roundabout room. But then if we come in here, I believe, do I have more? Yeah. Cobblestone. This leads up to the third floor. So we'll look at this in a second. And I'm not quite 100% familiar with the layout of this whole structure, but I've gotten a little more used to it due to having to clear the entire thing out. So this is the actual huge part of the second floor. As I'll show you, this area took ages to clear out. So we'll walk all the way around. Oh, my furnace is still going, it looks like. I did my best to light it up with torches because there's not enough sea lanterns in here to light the entire structure up. So I did my best to light it up with torches. But we can always do a better job once we fully move into this place. But yeah, it's just a massive structure. It's a lot bigger than it looks. In this room, this was probably the worst room. This one, I hated clearing this one out, but finally got it done, and it feels good to have it done. So yeah, I'd say this project probably took around maybe 5 or 6 hours to clear out the entire structure, just running between furnaces and clearing it out. And then we got this kind of cool ledge up here. So then let's see, this just drops us down, I believe, to the first floor next to the entryway. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the top floor now. We'll look at this. So that's the very top where the first Elder Guardian was. So we'll have to do some cool way to get up there, and I thought we could maybe make our bedroom up on the very top floor. I think that would be a cool thing to do. So then, let's see, I'm already lost. I believe this leads to the big central area, yes. You'd think I'd be more familiar with this place after clearing it out for 6 hours, but still, there's a lot of passages that still confuse me. So let's see if I can find this third floor area. I believe it was through here. Yes, I think it was up here. There's just a little corridor in here that leads... oh, I must have broke that. Didn't fix it. I guess we can do that. Yeah, it leads to this area, which leads down just back to the second floor. So I believe this is the entire structure now that I've shown you. So I think we ought to leave the video here. It is running a little long today, but definitely a very, I guess, successful video. I'm surprised we were able to clear out this much of the structure. So I think I'm gonna leave the video here. So I hope everybody did enjoy the video. It was more of just I don't know, not really building, more just work video, I guess. So I'll see everyone later. Goodbye.